Again, I'm back with a great hand featuring Rui Cao here from the Triton Madrid cash games. Let's take a look.
Maybe you don't believe. No, I don't want him to shove, but if he shoves, I'm calling.
You say only you calling.
You think I float with F7?
Okay, you win.
It's not easy to block it when you have the 7. Though.
You're playing with the money of
It's
Elton.
not so good to block it.
You're playing with your money or money of Elton?
Yes, you got to stack your
No,
money
tell me.
or Elton.
You're playing with Elton money.
Yes.
Okay, why don't you play my money then?
But Elton is so rich, he
play
doesn't
Elton.
care.
Yeah, but it's different. He's playing his money. He doesn't want to be. Sorry, I lost your money bluffing Rui Cao. You know, it's different.
Good Danny's face.
Rui's been like super tight the whole time, so it's a good spot.
Okay, so Danny Tang
I don't know. Yeah, he genuinely
playing the
don't
stack
know.
of Elton. 3 bets, pocket 9s. First hand for him.
You have 8 high. Just fold. Take over now, take over.
Yeah, you have 7 high. He said he's gonna call you
Your first hand? Okay, nice.
This time, Rui Cao open raises the hijack to standard open size with a straddle 4K. He makes it 11K. And Danny Tang decides to go for a 3-bet, a little on the smallish side with a 30K, not even 3x. I mean, there's no ante, but it's a 3 blind game. I think I would size a little up here, but absolutely fine with pocket 9s. Rui Cao decides to make the call. We could talk a little about strategy here, but pre-flop in those games is just very tough because it has nothing to do with like online high stakes and then stats and nittiness. It's like action players, and Rui Cao is known for that. Obviously, Queen Jack offsuit won't be a call to a 3-bet in this spot in any chart you can find, but why not, right? He takes his chances and we see a flop.
Let me see. He may think he is. He's not actually calling. If I shove the river.
Ray, I drink myself, okay? I'm lonely drinking.
My boss.
Now no more, you know. No, you want more alcohol.
If I ante up the river.
Last order.
Now we see a mono flop, 5 of spades, 3 of spades, deuce of spades. So now the question is, which range does that help a little more? And I would say like neither of the ranges really. Deuce, 3 and 5 are not really the cards you are looking for when you have like a 3-betting range or calling a 3-bet. Maybe Rui has all the pocket pairs and Danny is probably never 3-betting deuces and 3s, but he might have like ace-4 suited, stuff like that. What is interesting here is that Rui in theory should have more suited hands, which means he either is a little like polarized, having 8-9 of hearts or having a flush. For me in Danny's shoes, I would continue with a higher frequency, smallish sizing here, knowing that Rui is way too wide compared to theory. We could even up that frequency a little and attack his offsuit broadways that do not hit anything. And I think pocket 9s is fine to do either way. It's a hand strength that does not really need to build a pot, but it definitely has some merit to be betting, to fold out something like king 10 of hearts that still has some overcards going for it.
Cheers again. More booze.
Right, Danny decided to check back and we get dealt the 4 of hearts on the turn. A very, very interesting card. It brings the 1 card straight out there. Yeah, we expect Danny to have lots of ace-x actually after checking back. So he has the wheel pretty often. Danny's not trapping all his flushes, while Rui obviously can have still any flush in his hand. Obviously some 6x as well. The question is now, does Rui expect an ace to be betting and rather going for a check raise? Or is he putting pressure on that himself? In theory, I think he should mix a little here. With his hand, I think he has all options. He definitely doesn't want to fold the queen of spades by betting and probably almost never getting raised. He would for sure see a river card. After checking, he needs to go for the check or needs to put some real aggression in by check raising. A check call with queen high seems a little out of line. Rui decided to check that turn card with his hand, potentially going for a check raise. I doubt he was going for a check fold, maybe just expecting not many bets anyways by Danny. And Danny decides to take it maybe to showdown again. His pocket 8s, pocket 7s, his pocket 9s. He wants to maybe still see a river card and don't want to risk the check raise holding that 9 of spades. His hand is not having much showdown value at that point anymore. Cannot hold much river pressure, I guess. with all the straights out there. So I like his check back a lot here on the turn. Now we see a river card.
Check to the river.
He's
A wheel on the board.
Ah. I'm all in.
Wow, Rui Cao. Trying to push Danny Tang off a
Maximum
chop.
chop. Maximum chop.
Oh my god.
Elton Singh is back.
Isn't there any other river card that we could wish for a little more? Maybe the 6 would be very cool as well. And even the fact that it's offsuit makes it more interesting. We see Rui Cao doing Rui Cao things. And he overbet jams full stack for, is it about like 3.5 times pot? Something like that. Puts Danny really into a very, very tough decision. So the question is now, is that a crazy play or does that make a lot of sense? And actually, if we think about ranges, we talked about Rui checking probably still kind of lots of flushes and maybe 6x as well on the turn, just expecting Danny to have lots of ace-x and maybe put a bet in himself. This should be still in his range. While on the other side, Danny, how often is he double checking back a flush? How often is he checking back a 6 on the turn? He needs to protect against other spades and so on. Is there the chance that he's just always sitting on the split and Rui is absolutely free rolling with any bluff while trying to get maximum payoff with his flushes or his 6? So I think that this is the theory bet sizing you want to be using here quite often, and a hand that obviously is, well, he's playing the board, but his hand is better than nothing because he holds the queen of spades. If there is a low chance that Danny ever slow plays a flush, he chooses to take a hand like this here to go for it. With the queen of spades, makes it less likely that Danny can have a flush, and just Danny is in the most gross spot ever, where you see other people cheering in for the call because obviously, most of the time it's a split, but sometimes you're just donating your full stack into someone, well, who has a 6 or a spade.
I know.
Yeah, if you don't call, I can go, right?
I know what happened.
I call and I chop, I take half, right?
You can do that, yeah.
Call!
Sure.
No. I call.
One of the two, you should.
I know, I call.
He doesn't have it for sure. Jack 6, yeah.
Wow.
So Danny Tang
You
just...
played the hand so bad.
So let me know whether you enjoyed that format here. Looking at some crazy hands of some superstars, cash game players. I enjoyed it very much. And yeah, until the next one.